we are crushing this. We can start a podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Anonymous Super Seniors. It's been a long time, fellas. It's been 2-3 weeks now. A lot to catch up on. We're feeling pretty good. We got some good things in store, and got a lot to talk about. We've been saving up the good stuff for the last 3 weeks. So we'll give you a recap on what's happened and dive into some other funny stories we're excited to share with you guys. So how we feeling, boys? What have we been up to the last 3 weeks?
Been a lot going on.
Yeah, I had one championship that happened in the last 3 weeks. Chris, how you feeling?
Oh,
Did you forget?
good. No, it was good. We're at 5 in a row now. So
Easy work.
5 in a row state champs, 9th and 10th graders. So it was good. Had a really good game. Boys played really well. So
Just 5 in a row. It's that casual
Just
now.
5
You're
in a
not
row.
even excited.
Yeah,
It's just
5
like, we won 5 championships in a
Just
row.
been a
We've
couple
done
weeks.
this. Like, getting kind of sick of it.
yeah,
Just a-
I don't know. I don't know.
Just
what
a
else to say.
slight
Just a little
five straight, you know.
Yeah, it's
You're
pretty
running out of fingers on one hand to put those rings. You got to
Yeah,
switch
I
over to
haven't
the
got
second
any more.
hand.
Yeah, we got to
Well,
start
the-
switching over.
Stick them
Well,
on your
the-
toes.
The Warriors had Chris and his team walk across the field
Oh yeah,
for
Pretty
recognition.
cool.
They didn't even stop. They didn't even stop and do like a wave or anything. They just walked diagonally straight across
Hey,
the
well-
field and then walked off.
When they
just-
first told me about it, so this lady emails me. She's like, "Hey, I have tickets for you guys. We want to recognize you. You're going to walk out to the middle. There's going to be a stage. You're going to get on the stage, take a picture, and then you walk off." So then we're getting ready, and we're like at the beginning, getting ready to walk out. And the lady that's talking to the announcer and telling him who's next and stuff, she's like, "You guys are going to have to hurry. We don't have time." So they're like, just walked us out there and walked us across the field. We didn't even... The stage was in the middle of the field, but no one stopped to take a picture.
You literally were straight line across the field.
Yes.
No, that's really
exactly
how it
what
was.
happened.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
But
It was just a mark.
Congratulations. Get
they
off
were
our
like
field.
they were like Harriman 9th, 10th graders or whatever. I don't even know what they said. I didn't hear it, but then they just walked us across the field.
which it's a good thing that the Warriors are good this year because they're organizationally wise.
Just a dumpster fire.
They've never been ran very well.
No,
They've
been terrible.
Let's just call it what it is. It's
I don't
never
know
been
what the
ran
deal
well.
was,
So
I mean, we should probably specify we're not talking about Golden State for those who have no idea what
The
the
Utah
Warriors
Warriors
are.
rugby team.
Fair.
Yeah.
Professional rugby team here in Utah. The Major League Rugby League started up 5-6 years ago, slowly picking up and getting bigger. But
I
that's
mean,
the local team.
And
I will
Chris
be-
got to walk across the
I will
field.
be genuinely surprised if there are people on here that think of Golden State Warriors that listen to us before the Utah Warriors. But
Fair. Fair.
But still.
I mean, it's a
You
good
never know.
clarification. It's a good clarification.
Just in case we get that one-off Pakistan listener who only knows about the Golden State Warriors.
Steph Curry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, congrats on the championship, Chris. That's awesome, man. 5 in a
Thanks,
row.
man.
We're not even going to bring it up next time because it's old news. So,
Well, Chris doesn't like to take any credit, but Chris does a really good job with those boys and the staff that he's put together. Everybody loves him. I know we joked about it last time, but they truly do love him, and Chris does a really good job. I get to see it. So,
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
he gets all the props.
Thanks.
boy, Chris. Way to coach him up. Brady, what's new on your end of things? Anything good?
Not really.
Oh, good. All right, sick. All right.
Life kind of sucks.
All
I mean,
right.
I will take the blame that 100%. One of the reasons why this episode's been pushed out was because of my fault. So, apologies for that.
We've tried to
Cru-
record this like 3 different times.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, don't start. You
wanna-
were not helpful
cruise.
either.
I won a cruise at work last year. So me and the wife went on the cruise, which was awesome. We went to the Bahamas.
Nice.
I do have to say that it was a carnival cruise out of Jacksonville, which made it
What does that mean?
extremely interesting.
You ever been on that cruise, Chris?
Well, I mean, let's be honest here. Carnival's not known for being the most luxurious cruise line out there, and
You're not making me
Jacksonville's
very
a wild
excited.
place.
You're not
So
making me
there
very
were some
excited for
definitely
my
wild
cruise next
people on
year.
there.
Are you going on a Carnival cruise?
Going to
In
Carnival Cruise?
January, we're going with Haley's family.
Well, hopefully you get a newer boat.
Wait,
Because we
what?
got the oldest boat that's in service.
Okay, I think we're going on one of the newer boats.
Where are
Carly
you
looked it
going,
up.
Chris?
We
Mexico.
literally had the oldest boat.
You going to
The very,
Ensenada?
I don't know.
Sorry, Brady. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you're good.
Western Caribbean, I think. I don't know.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So the oldest boat, practically falling apart at this point. Thought it was a Titanic 2 situation.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was ancient. It was kind of rustic, but it was a lot of fun.
Rustic?
The Bahamas were sick. I had never been on a cruise before, so as far as cruise vibes, I was definitely feeling it. So we got back and we were supposed to record, and I was just not with it. I didn't communicate with the wife, so sorry, babe. Yeah,
Oh,
we
good.
pushed it out a little bit. So
Yeah,
apologies
well-
to everybody for the episode being a little bit late.
I'm
We're
glad
here
you
now.
got it out of the way so that I didn't have to say anything. 'Cause-
I figured it was going to be mentioned at some point, so
well,
now that you-
now that you addressed it, I can't say anything. So
Canyon had a
Nice,
45-minute bit just throwing
did.
you and me under the bus for making us miss the
did.
podcast the last 2 times.
okay. Well, yeah.
I had
He basically gave me his rundown
at the
at the
gym this morning.
So
Yeah, just
So-
put that one in your back pocket for another time, Cam.
Glad you guys. It's good on you to get ahead of it.
Wait. Braden's got to explain why he didn't get on. When we
I was
Yeah,
on. I
that's
was
true.
ready to go. I was just an hour late.
No. Exactly.
I was in the room at just an hour late. And you guys decided we
And
didn't
tell
want
us
to do
why.
it. I had to return a skidster, guys. I had a big old pile of dirt in my yard that needed to get gone before my HOA decided it wanted to make me or charge me money. So I had to get it out of there. And I had to take the skidster back. And I get out there and there's a cow out running around and it's pitch black. It's a pitch black cow as well. I've never been so scared to unhitch a trailer in my life because there's cows running around everywhere. But it's fine. We got it back in. I was an hour late. I'll take ownership on that side. So my apologies.
Can we just talk about how shitty HOAs are for a second?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
please.
They are the worst invention in modern history. I hate HOAs passionately.
Yeah.
And if there's anybody that is listening to this podcast that has not purchased a home or is looking to purchase a home, it is hard to avoid. But if you can avoid an HOA, avoid an HOA because there is no good HOA out there. I refuse to believe it. Argue with the wall. They're all shitty. They're all just power hungry and trying to take everybody's money. Avoid HOAs like the plague.
And if you're part of the HOA committee, Canyon's got some other special words for you that we'll
Yeah.
we'll make sure to throw out those in another episode.
Yeah,
Do we
I
all
do.
have an HOA here?
Nope.
No, Chris does not.
Oh, you lucky son of a
I
gun.
live in an old people neighborhood, so I'm chilling.
Dude, I have 2 HOAs.
You have
How do you have two?
I have 2.
one
What
wasn't
do you
enough?
got? One for your yard and one for your house?
That sounds like hell on earth.
It is so, and that's why I had to move that dirt because there's one, and Brady, you might have this too because you're in Eagle Mountain. So Eagle Mountain City has like an overarching HOA for the whole city, and then my neighborhood has another HOA. So I am doubled up on HOAs.
Just
And-
Never heard of that.
just
Should've
another
moved.
reason to not move out to Eagle Mountain.
I'm in Saratoga Springs, Braden. So
Oh, you lucky son of a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
But they
sucks.
sucked. I got an email this morning.
Still not moving to Saratoga Springs either.
I will say luckily our HOA right now is pretty hands off, except for the city did one round, but they never said anything to anybody. So I'm hoping it stays that way. If not, then I'll be moving next to Canyon or next to
hands
Chris because
off.
he doesn't have one.
They're hands off, except for the money you pay them every month for doing nothing.
That's fair.
That's true. I have a neighbor
I have a
that
pool.
I was talking to him the other day. He joined our HOA. Just
Like
so
the
he could-
committee.
yeah, just so he could veto everything.
We like that
He's like-
neighbor.
He's like, I just want to go in there and just rile them up,
I love that.
just fight everything.
Just
And
rough
I was like,
rough them up.
apparently
Whoa.
my HOA is trying to ban the permanent lights. Half the people in my neighborhood
Why?
already have them.
Like the jellyfish lights?
Yeah.
Like the,
If anything, they make it look better.
It takes away from the house appeal.
It makes it better.
I think it looks great.
My HOA had us all deposit our dog's poop so they could swap their DNA so that if there's any poop left around in the area, somebody can come around, pick up the poop, go and take it and get it DNA tested, and then find the people that don't pick up the poop.
You're joking.
You should
That
take
was a
poop
requirement.
in a bag.
You're joking.
Nope.
So, you're telling me there's some lady in a lab somewhere swabbing dog crap from a bag?
Yep. They had us after our dog pooped, pick up the poop, push it into some little container, and hand it over to people so they had our dog's DNA.
You guys didn't know that?
No, I just have a picture of Kenyon
Yep.
I thought he
with his
told
thumb pushing Bubba's poop into a container.
Yeah, no. Dude.
It's like a Play-Doh machine.
Ew.
I-
Just show up on the door.
Anybody that believes or stands behind HOAs, I'll fight them. Because they're the worst.
That's pretty bad.
If
I hate 'em.
they are for HOAs, they have not lived with an HOA.
Yeah,
They're terrible.
100%.
Or they work for one.
Anyways, that's
My lawn is like dying because we had voles, so it's like dying, and I reseeded it, slowly growing it back now. Had to rake all the dead stuff up, so that it's kind of look patchy and everything. I got an email this morning saying that it was dead and patchy, and I'm like, thanks.
No shit. Sure.
Thanks, I didn't
Thanks.
notice. Thanks, I didn't notice all these holes in my lawn.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Dude.
they they raised our HOA this last year, but made it they made it so that they would only snow shovel or like clear out the streets. They're not shoveling any or clearing out any of the sidewalks. They're not clearing out any of our driveways, but they pile all of the snow on our driveways.
Dude.
So then we're moving,
You're double shoveling?
yeah,
I'm
insanely
literally-
heavy snow
I would
off of our
literally
driveways.
just take the snow that they piled up and put it back on the road.
They don't even shovel my street, so I just drive through a foot of snow where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah. They always say that. Oh, we're going to do snow removal. Oh, we're going to do landscaping. Or we're going to mow the grass. And then they put freaking rocks everywhere so there's
Yep,
no
Or they
grass.
don't do anything. I have weeds sitting behind my house.
Yeah, exactly. It's so annoying.
Yeah,
But I have-
anyways,
That's why I moved out of that condo.
that's
I couldn't take it anymore.
that's my HOA random tangent there.
I feel like that was a needed tangent.
Dude, they
So.
pissed me off so damn much.
Canyon's heated, and
Oh
we're
my
we're
God.
12 minutes into this
My
podcast.
HOA had to be, made me shove poop into a container too. I probably pretty pissed off.
Dude,
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
I just don't know how they can make you do that.
there's no way they're actually doing that and swabbing it and saying,
I told
this is
Carly.
the
I
Hanson's
told
dog's
Carly
crap.
not to. I told Carly not to. She was terrified that they were gonna charge us at some insane fine. I'm like, how are they ever going to know?
How
Ain't
so
nobody going to spend the money to swab your dog's crap.
Right.
How did that even happen? Was there like a representative of the HOA?
No,
that
they just
dropped
started
off?
sending out emails. They started putting stuff up. Whatever that you had
Just
to do
some
this by a
random
certain
dude
amount of
lives by
time.
you, just
This is a
Honestly.
great joke.
Honestly, but I told Carly, do not do it. She's like, no, we have to. We're gonna get so much trouble. We're gonna have a whole bunch of fines. People breathing down our necks. Da, 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 da. They're gonna hold it over us. She Googled a whole bunch of stuff about like, oh, if you don't pay your fines, the HOA can, I don't know, do something to the house or whatever. I'm like, they are never going to know. But here we are.
wild. I like to see that I like to see them take that to court and be
Right.
like, they didn't give us the poop container.
Yeah,
Dude, so stupid.
dude, it's ridiculous.
Oh man. Well, boys, a lot has happened. Obviously, Canyon's had some run-ins with the HOA. Brady too over last week. I think we would have a big miss if we didn't mention Mother's Day here recently. I mean, shout out to all of our moms. I mean, between all four of us, each one of our moms has played a huge part in not only our own lives growing up, but each other's. Like we're all really close to each other's moms, and they raised us like their own kids. So much love and shout out to them. And I don't know, you guys want to shout out your moms there?
Yeah, I have the pleasure of getting to grow up with two moms. I think like as a kid, it's hard going through a divorce, but as I've gotten older, I've grown to appreciate having the ability to have two different women in my life with two different perspectives and values raise me, both on different things and both things that are important and that I try to instill in Jax to this day. But also, all of your moms have been impactful in my life in one way or another. Whether it's wishing me a happy birthday on Facebook or, coming out and watching my kid play games or, just rooting for my success and, my growth and things. So, lots of, and grandmothers as well that have all been very influential in a part of my life. So, shout out to all the women and mother figures. I think they're definitely the unsung heroes. And, I love you all dearly.
No doubt.
yeah.
Shout out to our wives as well. I mean, they're all mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, ditto.
And
Yeah.
some of the best mothers we know. Don't want to
Yeah.
forget them as well. So,
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to my mom. I think one thing I love about my mom is she welcomes everybody in. Like she's something else sometimes and comes with some good stories, which I'll share here in a bit. But love her. Like she loves anybody that crosses her path. And so, shout out Vicky for always being there for me and everybody around her. So
Vicky's the best. Much love to Vicky.
Love Vicky. Yeah, I'll shout out my mom. You guys know I've been a mama's boy for my entire life. So, but yeah, shout out to my mom for the person that she is and just everything she's done for me and for my kids and my wife and everybody around us, and just being able to learn from her and grow from her and her example. Very, very grateful for her. So,
Yeah, Heather's she's silent. She not silent. She's quiet. She's very quiet, but she's hilarious, and she
she's funny.
deals with a lot of tempers. I feel like in that house.
Yeah.
she's the mediator in that house.
Yeah.
Variety. The variety there.
Yeah.
She's managed it like a champ.
She is a
saint.
saint.
Yeah,
She
she's a
is.
saint.
She truly is a
She's
saint.
a saint.
So
Agreed.
shout out, definitely a shout out to Heather.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, shout out all your guys' moms. I'll shout out my mom. If she listens to this, we'll find out. She's been saying that she's been listening to it. So, Mom, I'm putting you on the spot here. But my mom's always been the biggest support. Growing up, sports, anything like that. She self-proclaimed, I am her favorite child. So.
Self-proclaimed.
Like
That's not
you
even a
proclaim
question.
it, or she
No, that's
proclaims
she
it.
said it.
Well,
Oh, so it came out of her
That's
mouth.
obvious.
Words from her mouth.
Okay.
Um,
I feel like that's
so,
obvious to everybody that knows.
Yeah,
your
we
family.
know.
But
Well, I mean, like, you know.
I mean, Morgan and
your
Haley are
siblings
great,
know.
but
No, I owe my mom a lot. She's been extremely supportive throughout my entire life, throughout growing up, obviously getting married, and has taken Carly in and that was really important to me. It was obviously my family embracing my spouse and my kids, and she adores the kids, and so like she's probably one of the biggest helps when it comes to the family and stuff like that. So shout out, Mom, and love you and appreciate you. And I'm still upset that you decided to be an Eagles fan.
Go
randomly,
Birds.
But
Woo, Kristen.
They all
Go
have,
Birds.
have at least one
I
flaw.
really have no idea where it came from. I went on my mission,
Listen.
came back, and she was like, "Go Birds," and I
She's
was
a
like,
smart lady.
I
That's all I can say.
have no
I've-
idea.
Smart lady.
I also
But,
feel like Kristen is like exactly who you picture an Eagles fan to be.
Whoa. Was that
That's actually
supposed to
probably
mean?
pretty true.
I mean, Kristen's a wild one, and I think it's okay for me to
I'm
say
a
that.
wild card.
She'll embrace that.
She's passionate. She's a little wild.
Got a little piss and vinegar in her.
She's
She's. I think I don't know if she grew up. She didn't really grow up playing too many sports. She played volleyball, but obviously she fell in love with the sport of rugby. Watching us three play in high school, and so much so that she would go down to the Vegas Sevens tournaments without me. She'd just go by herself because she was like, I want to go watch rugby. So, no, Mom, G, appreciate you.
Yeah, shout out to all the moms that are listening. We appreciate you guys. You guys are the best, and you make the world go around. So thank you.
I gotta give a special shout out to my wife, just because on Mother's Day we had some different stuff that went on, so we didn't get to celebrate it in the way that I would have liked to. So, Car, happy Mother's Day. I love you. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her wives are the best too.
Absolutely. Best out there. So,
Yeah.
one thing I wanted to share, I mentioned, like, we obviously know we love our moms. They do so much for us. I've learned over the years, and my mom, she's getting a lot younger. She's still spry, and I love my mom.
Vicky's kicking, man.
She's still going, and sometimes she is all over the place.
Vicky's stories are my favorite, by the way.
I
They're
would
my
say Vicky's
favorite.
stories are some of
My
favorite as
mom,
well.
she's a wild card in a different way because she's just her own person,
love
and
it.
she's got a little bit of quirkiness to her. And as we were thinking about moms, I was just thinking about this story, and I pulled up a picture from. Do you guys know what the NPS store is?
Oh yeah.
Yes, but
Remind me.
So, for those who don't know what the NPS store is, it is basically a store where every food item, clothes item, electronic item, any item you would buy that fell off a truck or was damaged or may expire 3 weeks ago or whatever, they take it there and they sell it for like pennies on the dollar. And my mom goes religiously. She's there every Wednesday when they restock the shelves. And so the other day,
keep going, Vicky. Keep going.
Without fail, she is there every Wednesday. You can count on it. But the other day, we get a text message in my family group chat. It was on a Wednesday, and she sends this picture to us. Let me just share this with you guys.
Oh no.
I'm scared.
She sends this picture. Do you guys know what this is?
It looks like cheese.
It's 13 pounds of cheese.
And
When does it
let me
expire?
guess. The question is, does anybody need some cheese?
No, she says, guys, I got a killer deal. I got 13 pounds of cheese. Pause. Like an hour later, so she got this for 13 or 40 bucks. Normally this is like a $100 block of cheese. She didn't need cheese. She had a fridge full of cheese.
It's just a hell of a deal, man. You can't pass up. You can't pass up on 13 pounds
Wait,
of
what kind
cheese
of
for
cheese
40
is it?
bucks.
What is it?
Is that
Alpine
Swiss cheese?
slice?
What is that?
It's
Swiss.
Alpine
Alpine
Lace.
Swiss cheese.
Swiss
Percent
cheese.
reduced fat.
Hold on. I don't know you guys, but I can't eat Swiss cheese straight anyway.
She's eating this just off the block. Just
Ew.
Well, and the problem is that Swiss cheese is a soft cheese. So
It doesn't
a 13-pound soft cheese is not going to go very well.
she literally 13 pounds of cheese. This thing is like bigger than a newborn baby.
It's as big as her torso, her entire upper body.
She had to get the worker to help carry it to her car. But here's the thing. So you're right, Canyon. So she sends the first text like, guys, look at my sweet deal at the MPS store. 13 pounds of cheese. 30 minutes later, none of us responded. Because what do we say to 13?
What are you supposed to say to that?
Nice cheese, Mom. Congrats. So 30 minutes later, she comes back with, does anybody want some? No response. Probably 2 hours later, she realizes, well, crap, nobody's going to take my cheese. So she comes back with, guys, it freezes really well. just
It freezes really well.
just trying to talk us in to taking some of her cheese. So she divvied out this 13 pounds of cheese to our entire family and it's sitting in our freezer. And I guarantee no one's touched it except for my mom. But
Hey, but it made her feel good.
it did.
You
Well,
know,
it's not
Okay?
the craziest
Being
thing
able to
she's
share her
bought.
find.
she's just looking out for you guys, man.
Yeah, she just wants to make sure you're good on Swiss
You can
cheese.
you can never
My
have too
gosh.
much cheese. I'm a big believer of that.
I love cheese.
Hey,
Genuinely.
next time my mom goes to the MPS store, I'll have her keep an eye out for your block
Well,
of cheese.
hold on there. I don't know if I would do that, but I'm just saying she's just trying
I
to make
mean-
sure you guys got cheese.
I would at least respond to her text message if she sent me a text message. You know.
I was speechless.
I am not very good in like family group chats. I don't like them very much.
Yeah,
I take that back.
So
I'm the same way.
So I'm not too responsive in them.
Yeah, I'm not good at them either. I mean, if you guys need anything, let my mom know. She'll find it at the MPS store. She sent a full outdoor kitchen setup that was like $150 the other day. So,
I kind of want to go to one now.
well, wash your hands after.
I'll send a grocery list here in the next couple weeks, Vicky, for you to keep an eye out.
I got so many stories about my mom. I love her. Bless her heart.
She's the
But
greatest.
yeah.
Man,
The
Vicky's
MPS
awesome.
store. If you haven't been there, go. They don't have regular chips. They're all from Mexico. So just make sure they're not
They
expired.
apparently don't have regular sized cheese.
They
either.
don't. They don't have any.
So
See, I wish that like for my mom, that like good save plural.
thought the
My
mic cut out
mom's.
for a second.
I wish that they just like went to weird stores. I guess sorry, the MPS store isn't a weird store,
It's a weird store.
but my mom's have done some crazy stuff, man. Like my mother Heidi is a character. She Mom, I love you. But the way that you post on social media, Mom, it's kind of like a teenager. I'm just and so sometimes she just posts stuff and I'm like, holy
heart.
cow.
Dude, I love following Heidi.
Yeah,
I know.
Let's get a good kick out of it.
Okay,
Heidi's
I know.
Always smiling.
I know, and my mom, like, she's such a like she's the party in any room that she walks in.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I love my mom. She's always like so happy. She keeps up with stuff, even though she lives all the way in Tennessee. Like, she's a trooper. But it makes me laugh because she is adamant that she is not like her mother. But her mother is also the one that posted the picture
Oh.
of the
Oh, yeah.
open casket on her Facebook page
Yeah. Yeah.
of her brother and
I forgot about that.
and while my mom hasn't done something quite to that extent, it's getting there. It's getting there a little bit. So she's And did I ever tell you guys about the time that it's weird? Maybe I shouldn't bring that story up because it'll probably come up not very well. So I won't talk about that story.
We'll put that one in the back pocket.
A good story about my mom, really quick though, just to make up for the blast on social media. One time she checked me out of school. I was like, I don't know why, but she randomly checked me out of school. She took me to the old Hollywood Connection. Do you guys remember that? Over
Oh,
in,
yeah.
Hollywood Connection
That was the
was
spot.
yeah, like in West Valley off of
Yeah.
33rd South or whatever.
By
Oh,
the
yeah.
Maverick
Right
Center.
next to the Maverick Center.
Yeah, right next to the Maverick Center there. Yeah, so she took me over there and we went to go see a movie. I think it was like the old like Recess movie after it had come out.
Nice.
That's a throwback.
Shout out
You're
Recess.
aging
Yeah.
yourself
Shout
a
out
bit.
Recess.
But
Yeah,
No, I'm
it is what it is.
No, listen, I'm old. It's okay. It was the Recess movie, but she took me to see the Recess movie all the way out in West Valley, which we live nowhere near West Valley to go out there. But like maybe 20 minutes into the movie, the screen just goes black, stops completely. They come in and say the movie isn't working, and they send us out. And so then me and my mom just hung out at Hollywood Connection, did all the little rides and stuff. That was a great time.
That roller coaster is sketch, dude.
The roller coaster in there was sketchy. Almost as
Everything
sketchy.
about that place was
Yeah, there was
sketchy.
True.
nothing safe about it.
True.
Probably
Do you guys
doesn't
also
exist anymore.
remember the jungle gyms that used
Yeah,
to
oh,
be?
yeah.
I never
yeah.
went
In
to one of
Midvale.
those, but
Really?
Jungle Gyms was
No.
legit.
You never went to
You
jungle
never went
gyms?
to jungle gyms?
no,
Oh man.
Dude.
I was deprived.
Jungle Gyms was
But
legit.
okay,
Jung-
going off of that, some of these places that they're building for these kids nowadays are
Oh, like
insane.
all the play center areas, like
yeah,
Yeah.
like the
big
trampoline
green,
places.
yeah, like the
and
big
all
Oh,
green
the big
place.
green place
Yeah,
out
man.
here in
Yeah.
Eagle Mountain
It looks-
now is insane.
We would have lost our minds in there.
Oh, 100%.
They're
Instead we
wild.
were instead we were playing in like nasty, dirty,
Yeah,
Ball
Hollywood
pooped on,
Connection.
peed on
Yeah,
ball pits and
Yeah.
barely
IKEA,
clean.
IKEA rides basically put together by
exactly.
Yeah.
by
Freaking
18-year-olds.
nose deep in the
Yeah,
ball pit,
dude.
just trying to survive under there.
But you know
Yeah.
what? It made us who we are today.
Yeah,
man.
I
We're-
guess.
I
Makes
attribute
a lot of
my,
sense.
my immune system to that.
Yeah,
But
mine
But you're
sucks.
right.
Sucking on the doorknobs at Hollywood Connection.
dude, these kids got some crazy places and crazy things that they're
Like I'll take my kids to these places, and I'm like, why didn't I have this?
They're
I
clean.
would have
They're
so much
super
fun.
nice.
Skating, like
Classic skating. See, my kids go there now, and it's 10 times better than when we had it. When
Yeah.
we were
Oh,
all-
yeah.
it was
Oh yeah,
dark, dingy, and
my wallet
Yeah.
got stolen there twice.
Do you remember the snowballs?
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
The
that was a big deal.
snowball.
You
Yeah.
guys remember they used to bring out the ramp into the main arena, but it was like it was like 8 inches tall.
Yeah.
It had the trick contest.
Yeah. And there was always those try hard guys, and then there was the kids that would like just roll up to the top and then stop and then like
Jump off.
like a little bunny hop off.
You see that bomb? Sick.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever go on the water slides outside? Classic
No,
Kid?
I never did.
I thought they were always closed.
I think I went on them like once. They were always there.
But Jax went with my parents, and they had like a whole like New Year's Eve drop party for like the
At
kids.
classic skating?
Yeah, and they did it at like 8 o'clock so that like the young kids could do it and still do the ball drop and have
Nice.
fun, but then be
That sounds
home.
legit. Might have to
Yeah, it's
sweet.
crazy.
Dang.
It's crazy.
Have you
When
not
we were
been
going,
there,
it was
Brady,
just
in a while?
survival.
I haven't been there since they redid everything.
Oh, dude.
But
No.
My
nice.
kids love going there.
Yeah.
So
Would be.
it's funny. My brother-in-law, his wife's family actually owns that classic skating. So they go like when they have like on Christmas, they will go and they'll do Christmas Day at classic skating, have the whole place, blow up all the
Oh, that's
things.
sick.
Oh, that's way.
Yeah, it's wild. I've never
That
been,
would be
but
fun.
they tell me about it and I'm jealous.
I,
'cause
I also remember the distinct smell of classic skating. Do you guys,
Ugh.
old cheese and
like
feet.
like the very
Swiss cheese.
distinct-
It's
like
so at the UPS
classic
store.
skating.
Vicky brought her block of cheese to the classic skating and left it there.
She
Well,
3 pounds of
It
it
was,
to see if
what's
somebody
funny is we
wanted
like
it.
grew up going there as kids, and then as we got older, it was like cool to go and to like do disco.
Yeah.
Like, you had, like disco
Yeah.
nights. I think it was
Yeah.
like Thursday nights.
We were
at,
disco
like,
skating.
10:30
Yeah.
or 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was a vibe, man. Classic skating, like it's so many good memories. I mean, besides the wallet getting stolen, like a lot of solid memories there. It was fun on a budget.
It really wasn't that expensive though. That's the thing. Like,
Yep, on a
I guess
budget.
if you wanted to do like the blow up stuff, but
Going back to our moms and stories and Hollywood Connection. One time we were at Hollywood Connection for so I have an uncle that's 2 years older than me. So we went for his birthday, and
Is this
we were
is this Warren?
Warren,
No, it's
Adam.
Adam, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Warren, what the hell?
you're thinking
Um,
Lauren.
Lauren?
Oh,
Maybe.
you're thinking of
Yeah,
Lauren.
you're thinking Lauren.
No,
Lauren, sorry.
we wouldn't go there for his birthday.
Okay. Sorry.
I like
Yeah,
to
he's-
think about Lauren total
he's,
sidetrack, and we were at Chris's cabin, and Derek would lean him back and he'd scream.
I have, so for those that don't know, I have an uncle that's special needs and an aunt that's special needs. And they're the funniest people on earth.
They are hilarious.
They are
So,
hilarious.
They're so
that's who
great.
Canyon thought I was talking about. It's not him.
Okay.
It's the other one.
Gotcha.
But we were there for his birthday party and we were mini golfing. And this random kid came up behind. So my parents and my grandparents were in front of me and my brother and my uncle. And then some random kid jumped in front of me and my brother and my uncle. And it was like he was at a range. He hauled back and hit the ball as hard as he could. And it smacked my mom in the back of the head.
No way.
And like Canyon said earlier, my mom is quiet and sweet and nice until you piss her off.
Uh-huh.
And then you're going to hear it.
Yep.
And this kid got lit up. by
Just
my mom.
ripped into
lit
him?
up.
I would have loved
And
to see
me
that.
and my brother and my uncle were like, oh, shit. We like ran away to the skating rink. Like, didn't even finish mini
I
golf. We
kind of
just
want to
took
see
off.
Murder might happen
She
tonight.
was pissed.
Well,
So
Probably
that was
hurt, bro.
that was
That
one
probably
of the
did not feel
things
good at
that,
all.
yeah, that was one of the things
Well,
I remember.
I don't blame her. I'd have been pissed too.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
he full on, he
Well-
smashed that ball.
and I feel like it's traumatizing because Heather is so quiet and so,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Yeah.
like so
Being a
reserved and
different
very
side
kind
her,
of.
yeah.
Yeah,
For her to pop off, you're gonna remember it.
Chris ran off. He's like, I've only seen this one other time. I'm not getting
yeah, no
involved.
kidding,
Yeah.
no kidding.
See, Chris, your mom got hurt unknowingly that she was going to get hurt. My mom, one time, completely different from Hollywood Connection. We were playing 21 in the front, or on the driveway. Me and Kaylee, we used to play 21 all the time, and we go out and shoot hoops and stuff like that. And one time, my mom came out confidently and was like, "I want to play." And me and Kaylee were like, "All right, cool." So we started playing. Kaylee gets the ball, top of the key. My mom goes up. Kaylee just crosses over. My mom rolls her ankle so bad. Crosses up my mom. Immediately falls on the ground, starts crying. So I have to carry my mom into the house. It was maybe 30 seconds into the game. It's still to this day, she will not play any sports with us. She will not do anything. She will not.
Well, I don't blame her at all because she was probably just coming out trying to connect with her kids, like
Yeah, be a good mom.
be a
equals.
good mom. Like she's like, you know what, I haven't spent any time with my kids. They love playing basketball. Let's go out there. She goes out there, and what does Kaylee do? Cross her up. Immediately proceeds to cross her up.
Right off the bat, I was still one of the funniest things, and I was trying not to laugh because I could genuinely see she was hurt, but it was still me and Kaylee still to this day laugh about that moment.
Kaylee has some pride about that crossover, doesn't she? She
does.
Remember that one time
Oh,
I
yeah,
crossed
she
mom.
does. Yeah, Kaylee got multiple texts in high school for throwing elbows. So
Hey, we like it. We like it.
Do your guys' moms ever say anything like bizarre, aside from the 13 pound of cheese text?
yeah, that's pretty wild.
Like, do they have sayings that they say that, that they repeated a lot when you were growing up, or
My mom
they
told
still
me,
throw out?
My mom told me all the time that if I did something like if I were to go steal some food before it was ready, like at dinner, go grab a bite, she'd be like, you better. What did she used to say it like, you're gonna draw back a bloody stump or something like that. We were like,
What?
Can you explain what that
"Okay,
means?
all right."
That's insane coming from Heather.
I don't think I understand what you just said.
She obviously was being funny,
Right.
but we were like,
But that's a pretty dark
Okay.
thing to say from
Sorry,
somebody
Mom.
that's so not
sorry.
like
"Yeah,
that.
you're gonna draw back a bloody stump."
You're gonna draw back a bloody stump. Oh,
Yeah,
that's dark,
I got a
man.
bead of sweat running down my neck right now.
Oh, jeez.
Thinking about it on
Yeah.
purpose.
don't mess with her. Dude.
Yeah, so don't take anything early.
She's got a dark
Holy.
side. Heather, I didn't know this about you.
The main reason I bring it up is because Bridge is notorious for little things, like little comments and things. She used to tell us all the time, I danced in high school a little bit, but she'd always tell me to be careful about my dancing because dancing is a vertical expression of a horizontal desire. And that was something that she repeated frequently.
Was she
Jeez.
wrong?
No, it's one of the
Not
reasons that
Canadian.
Carly married me, but
Whoa.
she liked the dance moves. She likes the hips. I don't know what to tell you.
Just vertical.
She also one time we were making cookies.
Okay.
I'm glad you finished that sentence.
Sorry.
Thought we were going with the Carly train.
Sorry.
So,
I thought
Sorry.
we were. Okay,
No, that's fair.
We're going back
That's
to
fair.
British.
That was an awkward pause. That was an
Yeah,
awkward
Making
pause.
horizontal
Yep.
desires.
Yep. One time when we were younger, me, my mom, Tristan were making cookies in the kitchen, and we were rolling the cookies into balls, and my mom proceeded to tell us, "Wash hands between balls." So now we use that. Now we use that frequently whenever we're cooking to wash hands between balls.
of course.
She also used the very
Tesla use that too.
she also uses the very cliche "Rome wasn't built in a day." And then she also would say, even when we were seniors in high school, every time me and Tristan left the house, she'd say, "Be safe, be smart, don't fight, don't fart." Every single time.
Be safe, be smart.
Don't fight, don't
Might
fart.
fight to fart.
Good for her.
That's yep.
And you know, we rolled our eyes at her at the time, but those are very.
Wise
I remember all of those quotes very clearly.
Was
So,
Was it Heidi or Bridget that used to say panty burp? Because when you said
Bridget.
fart, that's
Oh
what I heard.
gosh.
yeah, she
Panty burp?
hated she hated fart. She hated this word fart, so she wanted us to call it like a panty burp
Yeah, that's much better.
or
I hate that so much.
That's
or a thong slap or a
What
toothpick.
the-
Not better.
Thong slap. Yep. Yep.
Pardon me, I gotta
Or,
go.
uh,
But she hates fart. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like a fluff. Like
Oh,
I just
I remember.
I just
her,
fluff.
I remember her
That's
saying
worse.
fluff.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's
her saying
worse.
fluff.
Uncomfortable.
that I hate that. Don't start. I already know where you guys are going with this, and don't do it. Don't.
Oh,
Don't.
it's
Canyon.
coming. It's coming.
Don't.
Do it, Canyon.
No. I'll save it. No.
Yeah, it's-
Don't.
ever since I heard the phrase panty burp from your mom,
Ugh.
it's been I know it's been burned into my mind ever since, and I can't get it out.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no. Bridge is she's very methodical in the things that she does, and she's very careful, but she does say some crazy things. So I wanted to make sure that I outed some of those so that she didn't leave unscathed either. So,
Good. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Yeah, my mom
My
didn't
mom-
really say crazy things. She just had crazy ideas.
Yeah, I don't think I can recall like any like
well,
sayings that my mom had other than like.
can
Oh wait, my mom would say this. So I'd get home like late, and my mom never never did give me like any like, never give me a scolding or anything like. Is that the correct word?
Yeah.
Scolding.
Yeah.
Right. Or like really ever lit into me, but I can see her standing on the stairs, half asleep, with her glasses on, and it would just be really.
Ooh,
Really?
That one
And then
hurts.
she'd turn around and go back upstairs, and
really
I knew right there that it was just like, yeah,
she hit you with the
whatever
really,
I did was dumb
That-
or something like that. It was never like a, full blown yelling. But that's probably, sadly, one of the main things that I remember my mom saying to me.
My mom is a big dad joke person. She loves dad jokes, and it drives me nuts.
You know what? That actually
She,
tracks.
That checks,
like
yeah, that
you
checks.
can say it to this day still. Be like, hey, I'm gonna go get a haircut. Which one?
Oh, jeez.
Okay, mom.
It's a good one, mom. I think that's
and
funny.
Alan
Chris.
and Alan is not like that. So that's funny that
No.
Heather is.
Oh, Alan's just. I don't even know Alan's humor. How to explain it?
It's just overly sarcastic.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
nothing
accurate.
he says is serious.
No.
But sometimes I can't read him at first. When I first got to know him, I was like,
Can you?
does he hate me?
Everyone thinks that.
I think
Can you hear the? Can
Now
you
I
hear
know.
Alan saying, "What?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What?
All the time.
Why?"
Yeah, all the time. if Alan didn't coach me, I'd be probably pretty scared of Alan. But after seeing him as a coach, it's like,
You get to know it's just Alan.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just who he is.
I love Alan.
So, Brady, do you remember when you came home from basketball practice and you took that big swig of the
Oh, it wasn't basketball practice.
Oh.
This was before.
Oh, I
rugby game.
do remember that.
before?
I came. This was after my. So this was after my mission. This was when we were. This
We were
is
playing the touch.
Oh,
We were
that's
playing in a-
right.
in a
When you're
touch
playing in the
rugby
touch
league.
league, yeah.
Oh yeah.
and I came home from freaking working, and I was working landscaping at the time, and we had been pouring concrete all day. So I was probably like I was drinking water, but like if you've ever poured concrete all day, like it just you never can quite quench your thirst. So I got home and we had a touch rugby game, and I remember for whatever reason I got in the freezer to get ice, and I saw a couple water bottles, and I was like, sick. Who put some water bottles in the freezer? And they weren't frozen.
So nice of them.
I dumped those suckers into a Gatorade bottle. Fill that sucker up. Put it
Non-frozen
on the
water.
counter.
in the-
I go
Who
get
would have
changed.
thought?
Come downstairs, and I took probably 2 or 3 giant swigs before my nostrils lit up. And I spit vodka everywhere in the kitchen. And called my mom and I said, "Why the hell did you put vodka in the freezer?" And she's like, "That's how you keep it cold." And I was like, "Put it in the fridge." I'll admit to my stupidity of not really recognizing
mean,
that water
who-
bottles would be
if- If you don't drink, how are you supposed to know that
But, yeah,
vodka
fair.
isn't gonna freeze?
It's not gonna freeze. But yeah, had one of the best touch games I've ever had in my life.
Should have taken a
After
few more
that.
swigs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty.
we played well. But yeah, that was a fun story.
Good
Oh.
time. Good times. I didn't want to air it out, but it's such a good story. Like,
It's a funny one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah,
So,
that's good.
yeah, we have plenty of stories. One that we were talking about earlier that we wanted to bring up because we have some embarrassing stories in our lives,
He's actually going to do it.
and I'm not going to do the one we were talking about earlier.
Oh, dang it.
No, no.
Well, I think
Unless we want to. Do we want to unload that one?
I think that what we
I don't
should
know which
do-
one you're talking about. I feel like the
lots
one
of
that we
them.
were talking about when we got into this started before starting the podcast. We should not talk about that one. If we're talking about the one you brought up earlier today in the text chat,
Well, now
That
I
one
feel
we
like
can
we
talk
have to
about.
bring up the
should
one we were
just
talking
air some
about.
random stories.
What?
Should we air some random stories? Well, obviously keep it appropriate, but like, let's just. I mean, obviously, they're embarrassing for a reason.
I say
Sure.
we air it out. I say we air it out.
I'll Braid, like, go ahead and start it because I think that one's a great one to get going
I don't know
here.
which one you're talking about.
We're gonna flip a coin, guys.
oh no,
Find a coin.
I don't want to flip a coin.
We're gonna
for
flip
this.
a coin. Okay, so here's what's going on, guys. We have two stories,
Oh, jeez.
both about Canyon.
Wow, shocker!
Both.
It wouldn't be a podcast episode if there wasn't something about Canyon coming out.
And here's the thing: is if we roll the right number, we're gonna get the really embarrassing story, and we're gonna share both stories, and and if it's the right one for Canyon, then we'll only share the one that's less embarrassing.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's say heads is the pepperoni story. Tails,
Now people are gonna want to know.
Tails is the accent story.
Okay.
Oh, okay, now I
Don't share the
remember.
pepperoni story.
Okay.
Well, that's what me and Braden are talking about, and you two dinglings are over here not knowing what's going on.
I didn't know.
I was thinking the accent story.
I was thinking the pepperoni story.
I was actually thinking the accent story, but so you really brought this on yourself.
Okay, I guess so. I guess we were all not on the same page.
Here we
At this
go,
point, I
guys.
might as
We're,
well just
we're
share
doing this
both.
live.
Okay, so
Heads
heads
is-
I
pepperoni.
mean, yeah, we might as well share both at
no,
this point.
heads pepperoni. Tails is the accent story.
Okay, heads pepperoni, tails is the accent story.
Please Tails. Please Tails. Please Tails.
Hey
please
Siri,
Tails,
flip a
please
coin.
Tails, please Tails. Please Tails.
It's heads.
No, it's not.
We're sharing both, baby.
Oh my gosh, dude.
What a day! What a
my
day!
Yeah,
gosh.
baby. I can't wait for the rugby boys to hear this one.
All right, who? Canyon, do you want to share it?
Well, I don't. I'm the only one that can share it. I'm the only one
I
that.
guess you have to. Then let's hear it, big guy.
Go on.
Listen. So one time, I like to sleep in my birthday suit. Well, just put it out there. I've had to stop now that I have a kid. But one time, I got out of bed. I walked up to the kitchen. I reached into the fridge to get some pepperoni.
Keep in mind,
Was-
still in his birthday
was-
suit.
But the thing is, you were already
Why he
asleep,
reached for pepperoni?
and you woke up and decided, I want some pepperoni.
Pepperoni sounds good at 1 a.m.
Listen, cold pepperoni hits sometimes. If you know, you know. Okay, I'm not going to defend myself here. I'm not going to defend the pepperoni decision. Okay, the pepperoni was the best decision that I made in that moment.
Just
Okay,
me knocking the
because
whole way down.
everything else did not work out for me. All right, so let's move on from the pepperoni decision. Listen,
My jaw hurt.
listen. I walk up, I get some pepperoni. There's some gas building up. I trusted it a little too much. And the Shiteroni story was born. Okay. But I also didn't want to get any of it on the pepperoni that I still had in my hand. So I finished eating the pepperoni and then I cleaned it up. Okay.
Shit on the floor. I just have this perfect picture.
That's pretty much how it went.
This is Canyon.
What was it? A panty dart?
Pepperoni. Oh my gosh.
Sure, a panty dart. We'll call
Oh
it that.
man, the shitteroni will live on forever.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
So
that was
there,
good.
yeah.
So good.
It,
So does anybody else want to take the floor and?
Yeah, I'll tell your accent one.
No.
let's hear it. Go ahead, Chris.
I don't know if I can tell it. Canyon, you sure you don't want to tell this one?
I
Can
could
somebody
tell you, I
else
was
take?
standing right
Can
there. I was.
somebody else tell a story before it comes back to me?
Brady, you can
No,
tell
no,
a story
no, we're
about
gonna
Canyon.
What's
Go
this
ahead.
at?
I'll tell a story about Canyon.
Oh my gosh.
So, Braden invited us all over to help lay
Invited.
the sod in his backyard,
Yeah,
You guys were obligated.
and he invited a couple of his neighbors as well, and we're
Dude.
laying the sod. And Canyon, if you know Canyon, Canyon is one of the most friendly and conversational people you'll ever meet. Like, he will talk to anybody,
True.
ask them about their life, talk about anything. And be genuine about it at the same time. Like, he genuinely will get in conversations with individuals, even if they're strangers. A guy was there, one of Braden's neighbors, and
Oh.
they're talking, and I happen to be standing right there, and Canyon just goes, Where's your accent from? Where you said you're from? He's like, Mapleton. He's like, where's your accent from though? The guy just goes, I'm deaf.
Canyon didn't notice the
cochlear
cochlear
implant.
implant that he had.
And
I'm sorry.
Canyon's, to this day though, I have never seen you speechless, but also recover so fastly.
What did you say? How did you recover? Oh, cool, dude.
He said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know."
Oh man.
And the guy, yeah,
I
it was
just,
it was,
he was the only one there that didn't know anybody. We all know each other, and it was Braden's family. I was just trying to make conversation with the guy, and I talked out of my ass.
That was pretty funny though.
Oh, it was so funny.
I'm like
was
sitting
so
there
good.
putting sod down. I hear it.
And everybody that was around that heard it just goes. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm gonna send this podcast to him. Just to remind him.
Dude,
stuff.
oh my gosh.
that was so.
I still
Oh.
feel bad about that.
I think it's hilarious. Luckily, it's the nicest neighbor I have. He's such a nice guy, so he probably doesn't even
No,
care.
he was great.
No,
Oh
and
my
he-
gosh.
He wasn't like offended. He was really just letting me know.
After a while, you kind of laughed about it.
Yeah,
They'll let
but
you down easy, Can.
but then all the wives were there, so then everybody had to tell them the story, and so
Oh.
then we had to relive it again.
So good. Ken, I'll share a story just to get the limelight off you. This
Thank
one's
you.
not about me, but it's about my dad. But
Jeez.
and it goes back to, if you listen to the last podcast, Brady's daughter was in the bathroom with him, and we were talking about bathroom etiquette and what his daughter said. What did your daughter say again?
It was, a guy came in, let loose, basically ripped a big one, and
right.
Ellie just turns around to me and goes, "Who was that?
Right, that's right.
Whoa,
Brady, it
Dad,
sounded-
was that you?"
It sounded like you were saying Eden was in the bathroom with Dave,
No,
and I got concerned.
okay, no. Clarification. No,
I trust
Eden
you.
was in the bathroom with Brady. Separate story. So, but this story is about my dad, and I've been thinking about this ever since you brought that up last podcast. So me and my family went to teppanyaki. Love teppanyaki. But that stuff goes right through my entire family, me included. Like, literally 15
same
minutes.
here.
So we're at the teppanyaki in West Jordan, and it's maybe a 20-minute drive home. My dad wasn't making it. He stops at the Walmart like 5 minutes away. goes into the bathroom, and it's just, I mean, all hell breaks loose. But he's sitting there, and just casually, but these guys walk in. They're full-grown men. This isn't like a little kid. They're full-grown men, and they walk in, and they stand there for a second. You hear, oh, it smells like ass pack and nutsack in here. and my dad is sitting in the stall just like, and so when you said that, I thought of that. I'm like, listen, it's not just your kids, Brady. There's full-grown men who are just no bathroom etiquette. So
I mean, it happens to the best of us.
yeah, listen, we've all been there. I got plenty of stories.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, Braden has a good bathroom story.
Braden, please tell the handicap
Braden.
stall story.
Oh no.
Is that the story you were talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, Braden, please tell that
I
one.
forgot about this one.
So back when I was in college, and I want you guys to think about this for a little bit. When's the last time you thought about going into a handicap stall? Probably never, right? You just do it, right? It's the bigger stall. It's great.
Sure.
So I'm back in college.
Now that I know this story, I think about it every time.
That's fair. That's fair. So back in college, I'm studying in the library just before class, trying to get some homework done, whatnot. And I'm like, man, I got to go to the bathroom. So I go in there before class just to take care of it. Like normal, nothing weird. And I'm like, oh, sweet. Hey, open stall. It's a big stall. I've got plenty of room to bear down. And I'm doing my business. And I hear the door just open up. And all of a sudden, I see two wheels parked out front of the handicap stall. And all I hear is, and I watch these two wheels turn around and slowly roll out the bathroom door. And I sat in there for another 20 minutes because I was not about to walk out of that bathroom and make eye contact with whoever that guy was, because I felt like the worst person in the entire world.
That sigh said more than any words ever
Oh
could.
yeah.
I have never felt, I felt terrible just from the,
As you should. As you should.
Yeah.
I mean, confession, I may still be a bad person because I still go into that stall if it's open.
Sure. I think everybody does.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
That was a good one.
I got plenty of those stories. We'll save some of those for another podcast. It was bad. That's an embarrassing
Why
one.
is it that, like, I mean, obviously, lots of embarrassing stories have to deal with some sort of crap in your pants or something like
Those are the
that.
best stories.
I've got too many stories even outside of that I like are some of my biggest regrets to this day.
We're just
Man.
gonna have a whole episode of Canyon stories.
Honestly, we might, because there's some in there that I am like,
They make you cringe when you think about
oh
it.
my gosh,
Yeah,
like
I got a
they're
couple of those.
so bad. They are so bad,
Oh,
and I look back at it with not much more wisdom than I had when I was that age when they took place. But some bad stories.
yeah. I think, and I bet you these will unfold themselves in later episodes because I feel like we all have stories.
We've all got
They're
something.
rough ones.
But for whatever reason, they all just seem to come back to me.
You just have some
If you
really
didn't have
good
good
ones.
ones,
You guys have some good ones. You just refuse to talk about them or bring
I don't
them
know
up.
what one. You
We
tell
talked
me.
about
You tell me a
Chris's
good.
throwing clubs at golf
Yeah.
carts and
Oh yeah, his
I don't know if
anger
that's on the
issues.
same
Wow,
level, but-
how terrible.
What other one? You tell me a story about me that I can tell, and I will tell it.
I need you to think of your own
Exactly.
individual
you
stories.
need to be independent.
It's
And when
a
you
lot
crap
easier
bed-
to think of your stories than it is mine
true.
or
Yeah,
Braden's stories.
Why?
Or Brady's stories. I don't
Why?
know, because I find it funny. I like to make fun of you.
We're such good friends. Oh, so many embarrassing stories. I wanted to do one thing. So I was scrolling through some pictures. I bring up a lot of pictures on this podcast.
You know what? This might be my payback.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
it's
let's
not.
go.
It's
Let's
not.
do it.
It's not. But
Okay.
I was scrolling through some pictures, and I want to see if you guys recognize
Oh no.
who these people are. You should recognize them. They're just normal
People we
pictures.
know?
People you should, well, you may not know all of them.
Like, are they people that other people would know?
Yeah, you guys, at least one of us
like
will know.
people from
I know
high
who they
school?
are from high school. Yeah.
Okay, they're
They
people
ha-
that we know from high school.
We have permission. I've got permission from these people.
Okay,
Okay, cool.
So we're in the clear.
interesting.
I'm
Okay.
just
Don't
curious
want to
because
get canceled
Random?
already. We're
Oh, no.
I was scrolling through and I was like, here's some old pictures. I want to see. Whoa, sorry, boys.
Wait, do you want us to like, as soon as we see who it is and we know, do we just say it or do we wait?
It's up to you guys. I just want you to see if, I want you to see if you know who this is. You can say it if you know who it is.
Okay.
Let me share my screen here.
Are we able to say full names? Like, do we have permission to say full names?
Nah,
should we
probably
just
not.
stick to first?
I didn't get permission for that one, so
Okay.
just stick to first.
Okay.
So let me pull this up here.
I feel like this is like a trap.
Yeah,
It
he's
is.
he's
I
setting
can see
something
his
up.
smile.
He's
This
he's
is
he's
definitely
setting
running with
something up.
right
Yeah,
now.
this is a trap.
Well, maybe it's not because I can't figure out how to share that screen. So
Psych.
here we are.
It's the wrong number.
Yeah, well, boys, we may not be doing it because I can't figure it out. So let's see
Well,
if this
keep
works.
working on it, and while you do that, Canyon can do his asshole of the week, and if he doesn't have one, I've got one.
Asshole of the week. I actually don't have an asshole of the week, so Chris, it's the
Well,
floor
I'm
is
shocked
yours.
that you don't, because once I say who this is, you'll know exactly who this is.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
So, Canyon and I, week and a half ago, two weeks ago, we went to nationals for rugby, and ended up coming in second.
Oh,
Heartbreaker.
yeah.
See, yeah,
Yeah.
now you know.
Yeah.
So it was a really tough fought game. Our boys have never played better.
Yeah,
have
they
never
played
better.
phenomenally.
Just some unfortunate stuff happened during the game that led to us losing that game. After the game, so we played. Do I say the team? I don't know if I say the team. I won't say the team. But there was all of these schools that we play are private schools. We're really probably one of the only public schools that go.
We're the only public school that was in the tier
competes.
1. That was in the tier 1
Right.
side of the bracket. Yeah.
So we're the only public school. So the rest of these guys are private school kids, pay an insane amount of money to go to these schools.
$70,000 a year to go to these schools.
To go to these schools.
Insane.
So, game gets over. Our kids are obviously defeated. They're upset. They're crying. We're all us coaches are out there trying to console them. You know, one of these kids, not even a rugby kid, not a player, one of the students from the school that came to watch nationals, walks by one of our kids and says, starts talking all this crap and says, "You guys, you're too poor to go to private school. You're too poor to do this."
Yeah. Of course you lost because you're too poor for da-da-da.
And we were like, not only did he say that, he said it to our biggest Polynesian kid on the field. Like, that's the one you pick on? This
Yeah, right. Of all the people you could have said that to, like,
dude.
And this kid that on our team that was said to, great kid,
Yeah.
very quiet
Yeah.
kid. He's tough. He's a hard runner. He's a physical runner, but he's not somebody that's trying to start anything.
No,
He's
the
not
nicest
instigating
kid in the world.
anything.
Yeah.
He took it like a champ. He was upset, visibly, like anybody would be in that situation, but wasn't doing anything to warrant that kind of comment. But some punk kid comes on and says it as he's walking by or
Not even
running.
a player.
Yeah, not even
Even
a player,
playing the
just some
game.
fan.
It's like, what are you doing on the field?
This
Yeah.
they obviously everybody rushed the field after they won, which is what we would have done
Because they're
if we had won, right?
Yeah, because but they're a school that's 2.5 hours away from where we played, so all of
Yeah.
their kids just
They can
shuttled
drive there.
down.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So they had like this huge fan section, and it was practically a home game for them. But
Yeah.
it's just the irony of it is neither are you, kid. Your parents are paying for you to go to this
Right,
this
exactly.
private school.
Yeah.
So neither are you. Like,
Yeah.
Dude.
it's just
Messed
hot, dude.
So that kid from that school that shall not be named is our asshole of the week.
100% the asshole of the week.
I'll give you that.
The
one.
asshole of the last 2-3 weeks.
Yeah,
Actually.
that
He gets multiple weeks for that mess.
Yeah, he does.
He's the largest
it was.
asshole
It
so
was.
far.
Yeah.
yeah that kid's an asshole for sure. And I have a feeling that there's going to be some retribution next year.
Yep.
So
And I'm hoping it's mostly on them.
yeah,
There may be some from the kid that from our team
yeah,
because of the way that he reacted, which he's a junior in high school.
yeah.
You talk like that, plus parents on the sideline are talking now after he gets upset. And so he did some things that he probably shouldn't have reacted. But to be fair, I would have probably done the same damn thing.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I was mostly just saying that he was going to get payback and go back and beat those guys next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Also a fair point.
definitely some things
Yeah,
like
that's not going to be.
I mean, definitely some things in the heat of the moment that were done that probably shouldn't have been. But
Right.
I agree with Chris. I probably would have done the same thing. Like not gonna start it, but
Yeah. No
you're
doubt.
you're gonna finish it, right?
Oh, yeah.
If somebody starts it.
Yeah.
So,
Gonna end
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, and he'll finish it next year.
Oh, yeah.
Like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, not going to be good.
Okay, boys, let's see if this worked. If not, we'll wrap up, but I think I may have figured it out. Let me know. This might be a little different, but we're going to see here.
Okay.
You may see yourselves for a second.
Okay.
Can you guys
oh
see that?
my gosh.
Okay.
I hate you.
Do you recognize that person?
Yeah, I do.
Who's that?
I know that
Cameron?
guy. I mean,
That is me in New York,
Look at you in New York
but
there.
that but that has been converted
I see
into
what you've
into a
done there.
female.
I think you look
I
kind
see
of cute,
what
Can.
you've done.
I'm more of a blonde fan myself, so
You,
You know.
you're not attracted to yourself.
I'm not attracted to myself.
Why?
And those-
Why'd you do the one with? Why'd you do the one with me holding the wiener statue?
Holy cow! That actually just looks like Brady with long hair.
Makes me uncomfortable holding the wiener
Holy
statue.
cow.
Why are you holding the wiener statue?
What is that? Why is it a wiener?
It was a barbecue statue.
That doesn't look like a
At,
barbecue.
like a barbecue for a sack race.
Well, you
I
got
bet
the
there
wiener
was.
stat- You
Yep.
got the wiener
That
trophy.
got
that
the
looks
wiener
like
sacks.
you won quite the award there.
Congratulations, Brady.
With the Warriors rugby shirt on too.
So this picture is pretty darn accurate for you. Then.
Okay.
Let's come to. I hate mine so much, boys.
Yikes! Look at the man arms on that girl.
Yeah.
Those pipes. Look at that horse face. That's the real thing. The problem is
Holy cow!
face.
Look at the teeth on that one.
dude, you know what's
Nice
nice?
five head.
There's
gave me-
some chompers.
They gave you like a V.
They gave me a little cleavage with my no cleavage.
I mean, cleavage might be generous there.
You're
Why
right,
do you
you're
have a
right.
five head?
Have you seen my head? That's normal. I always have a 5 head. Okay, let's.
The arms
Oh,
look
no.
buff
Oh.
though. Whoa! Hey, there we go. That's my type. No, I'm just kidding.
I knew that you like those blondes.
Whoa, that. Who does that?
I don't.
I mean, obviously it's Chris, right? I mean,
Yeah.
obviously.
No,
But
not obviously.
Oh, look at that smile.
who does
It's
that?
true.
Who does that look like? It's not.
Good heavens!
It's not Heather. It's not any of your sisters.
No.
I don't know. Like, obviously the
I'm, like,
face looks
trying to,
familiar,
like-
but you look like somebody.
I also have a five
I
head.
was gonna say you can see all 5 of those foreheads there.
Yeah, that's an ugly woman.
And
right there.
and the flattest smile on earth.
Yeah, it's still the same smile, just a little more
Holy
teeth.
cow! Just straight across.
Just look at that straight line. Okay, the last one's my favorite. This goes back to one of Chris's
saw
old
what you've done.
relationships.
Oh.
So let's come down.
I saw this one. Oh, Braden. Oh my gosh, dude.
You know what?
Oh my gosh.
I like that
Chris
picture.
is into the Chris is into the taller women.
Look
What
at
on earth?
here.
Holy!
Look at those unshaved legs.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah,
Oh
remember
my
that
gosh.
relationship, Chris?
Oh yeah, she's hot.
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
if
oh, yeah.
I don't know if I would call it a relationship.
That's
Oh, don't lie. You guys look perfect together.
Jeez,
You guys
we
are
don't-
cute.
We don't need to talk about
That's
it.
a good one. I like
Yeah,
that.
I'll send that so you can put it as your caller ID when Chris calls.
But
Ken.
again, why is it me that gets a double picture?
sometimes
Chris
Cam,
got a
you set
double
yourselves
picture.
up. Like when we all do.
Yeah, I
but,
got
like,
a double picture too.
Yeah.
I was in 2 of those pictures.
Yeah, one was you normally. Both of them were me as a female.
Listen,
Sorry,
you can't.
You can't-
You have to be open-minded nowadays. I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, Ken. Thanks for being a good sport. You look beautiful.
Jeez. Also, I don't know why I had highlights in that picture.
It just knows.
Like what on earth?
It was just a way.
Yeah. It just knows. Yeah, thanks for indulging me on that one, boys. I was playing around with it earlier, and I wanted to make sure you guys saw.
By the way, you did not have permission. So
Yeah, but I didn't really care because it's you guys.
And can we stop putting pictures of me into AI,
No,
please?
it's fun. We'll have a few more next week.
Dude.
Well, boys, let's wrap it up here. Yeah, for all those listening, like, subscribe, follow, share around. We're gonna get back on the train here and get some more episodes cranked out, and make sure that we're consistent again now that rugby slowed down and summer's speeding up. So we're gonna try and get consistent again. Awesome, guys.
Hopefully gonna have a special guest coming up in the next episode or 2. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, boys.
That's
We'll
the plan.
talk to y'all next week.
See ya.
See you, boys.
Night.
See it.